My name's Matt, and I'm one of the course directors here, running all kinds of courses, but every sort of few months, 5 times a year, we do IDCs, instructor development courses.
Okay.
The IDC itself, typically we run it the whole program over 11 days, which is followed by a 2-day exam, the PADI Instructor exam, the IE. What's involved in the course is developing your teaching skills, both in the classroom, doing knowledge development presentations, also in confined water, which is swimming pool-like conditions where we teach the skills involved in diving, and then also conducting open water training dives. Now, I'd say that's the goal, is teaching you guys to teach stuff. In terms of the knowledge that you need to bring to the course, should be picked up on the Dive Master course, which is one of the prerequisites for the IDC. So hopefully the knowledge will still be with you from the Dive Master course. What we're doing now more and more is we're trying to integrate it, but we're starting with EFR Instructor course, which is the Emergency First Response Instructor, which is a prerequisite you have to go on to the IDC. Yeah? Which just runs over a day. If it's a bigger group, sometimes it might take a couple of days. Then we roll into the IDC proper, which starts with a couple of days of preparation, where we're just getting your knowledge back again, just in case there's a few things that you maybe forgot from the Dive Master course and so on, and some skills that are going to be necessary for the IDC itself. And then we roll into the IDC, which that's the main section, which runs over about 8 days, where you've got a number of presentations that you get from the staff. We'll never ask you to teach something that we haven't taught you how to teach, so we'll give you presentations on how to deliver knowledge development, how to deliver confined water presentations, same with open water as well, and then you start to have a go at teaching those. And it's not an examination. The whole process of the IDC is a developmental process, so we're going to coach you through it, and as you're going we'll give you immediate feedback, so there's no sort of big surprise at the end how well you did or so on. And once you finish the IDC, then you go on to the IE, which is an evaluation, and that's conducted by PADI staff members that fly in for the occasion. Now it's got four segments. You've got the theory exams, which consists of five theory sections, which is the physics, physiology, equipment, skills and environment, and also the use of the recreational dive planner. And also there's an open book standards exam where it's all stuff you learn on the IDC, but it's learning about the PADI system and how to use the standards to teach the courses. So that's one segment. Then you've got a knowledge development teaching presentation where you stand up and give a presentation. Again, nothing new because you learn it on the IDC. The same with confined water and open water presentations. Those are the last 2 segments. Integrated into the confined water, there's also a little bit of a skill circuit where you just do a few skills that they just want to make sure you've got the skills needed to be an instructor. And in open water, there's also a little bit of a rescue evaluation there, but again, nothing new, stuff you learn on the Dive Master, stuff from the IDC and so on. They're just checking to make sure that it's all there.
All right.
What we do on the IDC is we try to give you as many tools to put into this thing we like to call the toolbox that allows you after training to go off and teach these courses. So after you do the regular IDC and the IE, you're what's called an open water scuba instructor. And that means you can teach the mainstream courses, including the open water course, the advanced course, the rescue course, also the Dive Master course, which are all great courses. However, just having that alone might not make the toolbox quite big enough to always get the job that you're after. So we also include, after the IDC and the IE, an MSDT prep. So what we're going to do there, to get to MSDT level, what you need to have is 5 speciality instructor ratings. So we select the ones that are appropriate for you, okay, which cater to your interest, but more than just catering to your interest, also cater to your marketplace where you're going to be working. Because what we want is to give you that toolbox to get basically a return on investment. You put in some effort and a lot of money in to do the program, so we want to make sure that you can have the tools to get that back in. So that runs over 3 or 4 days, where you learn to teach different specialities, for example the deep diver speciality and enriched air or nitrox speciality. Quite often run a digital underwater photography one as well. There's a few different options available there. Now once you've got all these tools in your toolbox, it's then time to learn how to use them. It's about spending some time with an experienced instructor that's had lots of experience. Maybe they've taught, we've got some staff members here that taught 700-800 courses. So that's perfect time for you to sit in with them. And more or less what we try to do for the most part is let the new instructor run the programs with an experienced instructor there, just sort of keeping an eye over the whole thing. So if there's a few things they need some help with, maybe certain things they're not comfortable to teach and they just want to see an instructor teach it, then they get the opportunity to do that. It obviously depends very much on the time, I mean, the economic situation, but generally very good. I always think in this business you make your own luck, and like I said, what we're aiming to do during that IDC and MSDT prep is to give you the biggest toolbox you've got to go out there to get the work and tell you not just this is this course, this is how you teach your course, but what it is that dive centres are looking for. There's big sections on the IDC, the presentations that deal with the business of diving and marketing diving, which is all stuff that might not be as fun as learning about the open water course or the advanced course, but it's very, very important stuff. And if you don't have that in your toolbox, the understanding of the business of diving, it might be a bit harder for you to find work. Whereas if you've understood the industry, which I'm sure you would, then there should be no real trouble getting work.